And we're on.
Evening.
Evening.
Evening, Stealth Camper.
Hi, Stealth.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, Dave Macy's.
Hi, Kiwi.
Hi, Kiwi. How are you doing?
How are we all doing? I hope we're all good out there. And anybody else that's out there watching, waiting, going to join us, I hope you're all good and having a glorious week wherever you are. You ha ha. Yeah. So here we are in the sunny UK. The sun has come out today. It's looking a bit brighter, a bit warmer. Spring is definitely in the air. We're moving forward with everything. Yeah, moving forward with one foot, hitting the wall with another. Hey, that's life for you. So yeah, I do apologise. No videos for the last 2 weeks, basically because I was feeling so ill. And then Wednesday, car died.
Yeah, Wednesday. Well, no, you wouldn't have to go away for your mum's. It was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, last week, Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday before I went over mum's.
Yeah,
car died. That's it. No car. Car is no more. She has.
Alice has left the building.
The ghost has given up. So yeah, pretty upset with that. But that happens. That's life, isn't it?
And his phone's been playing up as well. So anyone else the universe want to put on us, then go ahead.
And the phone's been playing up. So hey, what can we do?
Yes, Kiwi. Yeah,
you're up there, Kiwi. Yeah. So hi, Yarps. Hi, Kitten. Yeah. So that's life in the Mitchell household this last week. Yeah, got a walk out of one problem, which was the shingles, walk straight into another one, which is the car goes,
and the phone wouldn't turn off, it wouldn't turn on.
The phone keeps freezing hot. So, hey, Stealth, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? It's the art of survival.
Kiwi's got us on the big screen tonight.
Ooh.
So we can spread out. You
3D.
got those 3D ones who come at you.
Yes. Hi, John. How you doing over there? So yeah. But again, isn't that life? Isn't that survival? Yeah. Isn't that what happens? Without wishing to be written. In fact, I'll do the warning before I say anything further. This is a warning that we're giving out on this channel tonight. The adult or the content of this channel will be adult. There will be scenes of a man smoking a cigar. There will be scenes of a man swigging alcohol. There may even be scenes of a man touching his wife. Right? Please don't be offended. I'm me.
If you're a sensitive nature, it's not the room for you.
Yeah, if you've got no sense of humour, you've got a chip on your shoulder, or you wish to convert the world, yeah, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the arse on the way.
Yes,
out.
And you were right. You did hear Mick say that he's got a cigar.
Yes, I have a cigar.
He has having such a bad time. He's had to go and get himself a pack of cigar for his own sanity and myself and Willow's.
Yeah, it was one of those days where I just went,
the universe can.
And this is the good thing about using the nicotine pouches. Okay, as I've said in the past, I use the nicotine pouches so I don't smoke, and they do work bloody well. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked really since New Year's Eve. But getting to a high stress situation, I'm still taking nicotine from the pouch. I still have the nicotine addiction. So I went, do you know what? Sod it, I'm having a cigar. Went out and bought a packet of my old favourites. Got 2 left. 1 for tonight. And it's a bit of a de-stress. So, yeah, I don't like smoking. Don't agree with smoking, but it does it.
Stealth, you don't know how close you are to the truth, because he said someone's really offended you. Said wife. We used to go fishing together, and it was like the biggest taboo. Women are not supposed to go fishing. They don't like them. It's like same with women on ships and that. They don't like that either. It's like in the old days, it is. But yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, Cass used to get some grief. Yeah, I mean, somebody be offended by me calling her my wife. She is my wife. She is my wife of over 34 years. I'm married to her. I am her husband. I don't own her. She does not own me. The marriage vows were confirming to the world that we loved one another and wanted to be with one another. If you choose to get married, so be it.
Yeah,
If you choose to live free and single, or you choose not to marry,
thank you, Coo. I appreciate
do
that.
yeah, you do that. You know, it's I'm one of these live and let live in this world, but it's quite funny how we always get told by certain people, you know, yeah, you should be more free and
Well, I'll say,
open-minded.
Kiwi, my trick bait for fishing is sun malt loaf.
Top tip moment there. Top tip moment.
Because the malt and the yeast and all the fruit, fish love it. So I used to get accused of using illegal baits, but it wasn't. It's because I was using sun malt loaf, and I just kept going.
Yeah, one of the carp fisheries I used to fish at, Kaz had come along and actually one of the guys sent for the bailiff one day to have her removed because he was sitting opposite her on the other side of the lake, and all he could see was Kaz literally going plop, and I mean, landing her fish. And the bloke just could not handle the fact that Kaz was catching fish, and she was only catching like 4 or 5 inches, mainly roach, dace.
Yeah, I got to 125, and I just give up counting because I was just
you start getting bored with it.
Yeah.
Again. But even the bailiff said, he said, nothing illegal in your baits. You have to get the bait out, check it. I had to pull my gear in, demonstrate that I wasn't using anything illegal, even though I hadn't caught anything in 2 or 3 hours.
I proved it to him. I took a little bit of malt loaf, put it on the thing, put it on the hook roller, put the water in the line in, pulled it out, took the fish off, put the fish back in again. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny you said about beach fishing because Ian, he does beach fishing.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go and beach fishing. Martin, Max.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a meet up on the beach down that way with Ian in the summer, and we're gonna have a day's beach casting. So that will be a cracking. That might be that will, in fact, that will probably be a catch and cook session. Because funny enough, YouTube got no problem with catch and cook fish. Now you try doing a catch and cook deer or a catch and cook
rabbit. Yeah,
they really get funny with it.
And they got fur. There's like no, they're little bunny bunnies.
Yeah, all feathers.
Yeah,
all feathers. So yeah, what can you do? Anyhow, guys, first thing, let me say this much to you. Right, happy solstice. Yeah, or equinox, I should say. Spring equinox is upon us. So we are now at that point of the year where we're halfway between night and day. It's equidistant, and from this point on,
you'd laid a lot of line to go for 14 hours fishing, or what? You know, you'd have to go.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
from the space station.
So you know, at the end of the day, next thing is summer. Let's look forward to that. So I'll raise a glass of that, and some of you are going to be looking at that and going, he's drinking whiskey. I'm not drinking whiskey tonight. I have a bottle of mead.
It's on the mead.
I'm on the mead. So I may well get naked, start dancing on the cook set and that later on.
I believe that the mead was from Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy got me that as a thank you. Hi, Derek.
Good evening, Derek.
I agree, Derek. It's one of those things, isn't it? And this is the art to life. This is the art to life. Everything in moderation. Okay? The smoking ain't good for you, but keep it in moderation. Bear in mind the rest of the pollutants you breathe in on a daily basis. Yeah. The drinking, keep it in moderation. You know, the meat, keep the meat in moderation. Vegetables, keep them in moderation.
But never keep the chocolate in moderation.
Yeah. Ice cream, keep it in moderation. Getting naked, dancing on tables, keep it in moderation. So,
except for bush camps.
It's what I think. So, Yeah, it's not a case that I'm going back to having my cigars on a Sunday night. This was just a one-off because it was just one of those. Exactly, Dave. It was one of those weeks, and I think we've all had them at some time or other where just everything just gets bang, 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 one after the other, until you just get to the point where you go, give up, give up. So again, I do apologise, and I will be honest with you, it wasn't so much. I went over and saw my mum this week. Got back from that. What with everything else, one, I just didn't have the time. Two, do you know what? It wasn't in me. I sat there and thought I need to do a video. I sat down here and I was like, I just
It wasn't happening.
Wasn't happening. And I was like, right, okay, index for the minute. Which is a bit of a. It's not me really. I think that might be a. I'm not saying I'm not depressed. Just things getting a little bit too much in the last few weeks. So yeah. On Sunday again. Yeah, exactly that. Seeing you guys is a pickup for me.
Hi, Silver.
This will pick me up and this will bounce me back. Hi by Alaska. Hi, mate.
Hi by Alaska.
Cheers,
thank you.
And again, likewise, anybody watching this, have a look through here. There is a wealth of channels. In actual fact, what I'm going to do, just because I'm feeling lazy and it makes life easy for me, any of you guys with your own channel, stick a quick link in the comments to your channel. Then anybody watching this video can go back through the chat and go, oh, I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that. And I suggest you do, because the only people that join me on my live chat are the good channels. Okay?
Evening, Timmy.
I follow all these guys. So at the end of the day, if you see somebody's put a link up there to their channel, dive over, have a look, show them some love.
If you give us a thumbs up and a comment, we appreciate that greatly.
Yeah, I mean, if you give me a thumbs up and a comment tonight, I might well. If I get, let's see, what should we do?
Excellent! Kiwi's daughter wants to watch tonight, so we'll moderate it.
Yeah, I won't be dancing naked on the table tonight. Then
the dog might though.
Right, so tonight. We will have one where we know we've got some young people watching. So I will ask my guys, please throw out some encouragement, and what we'll try and do is keep the language sensible tonight, or as sensible as we can. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying, the adult jokes don't encourage me to dance naked on the table. Kiwi's daughter does not need to see that.
PG Rain, yeah.
Yeah, Kiwi, what's your daughter's name? And I'll give her a thumbs up, a thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh,
he needs that meat more than he thinks he does. Yep. Is that Pet Gerbil rated?
Yeah, Pet Gerbil rated.
Maya. That's nice.
Maya, from us at Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, Mick, Kaz.
And Willow.
With Mac as well. Willow the doggy.
When he decides he wants to get off the car.
Oh yeah. Big thumbs up to you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being one of our buddies. We really, really appreciate it. So welcome. And I'm sure other guys in the chat are going to throw up their welcome as well. Because one of the things we want to do is encourage as many young people into this field as possible. And then the future is safe. Cheers, guys. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, what am I going to talk about tonight? Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Young people, the future. There's a lot of negativity about young people and that out there. But do you know what? I do a lot with young people, with the scouts and things like that. And I am actually very positive because I'm seeing a change in mindsets. Young people today are led by their parents, influencers like us, what they see on the news and that. And it's a scary old world for a lot of young people today. Quite a scary old world, for us guys that remember our youths, if you're the same sort of age as me, or remember the Cold War, you can remember the fears you had as a kid from that. Well, we've just gone through 20, 30 years of peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. Without that Cold War fear, and it's coming back. And And so, yeah, it is a scary old world. But Maya, let me tell you this much, right?
Maya.
Maya, let me tell you this much. Nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Yeah.
We had quite a fun.
Because your old man's got you. He's got your back.
Son Christopher sent us a video. It's really funny this week of his daughter wearing a green dressing up dress that was to the floor on her. She had his army rucksack on his back, her back roll, sorry. And when you look down, she was wearing his boots, his army boots as well. So
Yeah.
completely kitted out, ready. And when he said, "You got my bag," I said, "No, my bag."
Yeah, it was funny. The old rucksack was dragging along the floor behind her. It was...
She nearly fell backwards.
No, I don't think lockdown did help younger people. And again,
because they never really had that. So you cannot go outside and things like that. Yeah.
No. So, and this is the thing, isn't it? So those youngsters who we embrace and take under our wings now, whether they're your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, whether you help with something like scouts or army cadets or something like that, those young people that you are around now, you're influencing them. Something I'm very aware of my channel has an influence. So my channel, I try and keep it as I would want to have been brought up as a kid myself. So it's firm and it's fair. Right? I believe in equality. I'm quite happy for anybody to call themselves whatever they want, associate as whatever they want, as long as they understand I'm me. Yeah. And I basically don't really care what they want to identify as. That's their business. You know, if I came on the channel tonight and said, I want to identify as a grizzly bear, you'll all call me Grizzly Bear Mick from now on, you'd all go, yeah.
You want to be a furry?
No, not really. I'd love to be more furry. I would definitely love to be a bit more furry. The winters would be so much easier if I had a little bit more fur on top.
I need to dye mine because
but again, it's when
it's even made it worse.
It's when it's pushed on you, when people feel offended, and that's my big tip to the world: is don't be offended. You know, if I've been called every name under the sun in my life, and never one of them's offended me. I usually just laugh and walk off and go, "Fine, mate. That's what you think. Leave you to it." You know.
All right. So what's her twin brother's name? He said.
Right. What's the twin brother's name? Yeah. Yeah.
Not enough for bear. Maybe lynx.
Yeah. Yeah. So young people are the future. Right. We lead by example.
Yes, because
Aiden. Hi, Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
How you doing, mate? Yeah. So again, welcome to the channel.
Hi, Gary.
Here. Stay good, behave, listen to your old man. There's a lot of wisdom behind him. Right? He'll always see you right. My tip to young people today is get to know, speak to your parents. If it doesn't matter what you ever do wrong, if there's one person you know you can always turn to, right? It's your old man. Right? He might look at you and go, "Oh no," but at the end of the day, he'll always have your back. So that's the important thing.
Gary.
BJ, hiya, mate. How are
Gary.
you? Yeah, we're all good. Who else is
Gary?
Gary. Hello, mate. Lee. Hello, mate. So do you know what? It's growing now. I just follow it. It whizzes past me. These poor old eyes. I'm like that. Yeah. So, yeah, young people and
it's like Benny.
Yeah.
He goes out with his daughter, and Chris sticks outdoors, and it's great to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, John, I know exactly what you mean there. Now.
Hi, Faye.
Holding your light while your old man worked on things.
Get the whole family.
Yeah.
His mum's watching now.
Hi, Faye. How you doing?
Oh, it's a family thing.
Yeah. So, John, holding the light for your dad. Now, my old man could get pretty stressed. He'd be working on a motor and he'd be like, hold the torch. And, of course, you'd hold the torch and then he'd say, Now pass me a 9/16 spanner. So the first thing he did was took the torch off, put it in a toolbox to find the 9/16 spanner. Don't move that bloody light!
I remember as a kid going, my dad was pigeon shooting in the woods, and a couple of the birds fell into like a big sort of bramble bush, and I had to get in as a kid and hold on to this poor pigeon.
F you crew, hiya guys, how
F
you doing?
crew.
Hope you're all good. Hope the weather's getting better for you guys.
Yeah, I have to hold this being so careful holding this pigeon just to have my dad break his.
Hi Katrina, yeah. So
Hope you have a nice time, loving. Sorry you missed your daughter's birthday.
And I think that's something my old man taught me inadvertently. Okay. So my old man, his generation, and it is generational. So his generation, he loved us, didn't necessarily know how to show it, didn't really have that much in the way of patience with you as a kid. Yeah. Took things very seriously. And when I became a father myself, I looked back and I took the good points from my father, and I thought, but I don't want to be as stressful as he was. I'll give a little bit more thought, a little bit more time. And it seems to work for me. And now I'm watching my son do exactly the same thing, and he's taken from me, and he's adapting his way. But again, I think it's that old fatherhood thing. Yeah, it's like try and guide down the path, teach right from wrong, teach manners, politeness.
Good evening, Mary.
The joys of hard labour and hard work, the appreciation of what you get out of something that was a hard effort to do. Sometimes it's not a financial reward, it's just the reward of standing back and looking at it and going, yeah, I did that. Sometimes that's far better than any monetary reward you could have.
Gary asks, what's the best tools to use for bushcraft apart from axe, knife and saw?
Best tools apart from the axe, knives and saws.
Good evening, Chris.
Right, and I know it sounds like I'm being up myself, but it's your brain, mate. Okay. So the art of bushcraft survival in that is more about adaptability. Okay. Sometimes it's thinking outside the box. So I've done things like where I haven't had a saw and I've had to cut a piece of wood and had to cut it very accurately. I've used a piece of paracord or a piece of nylon cord or bank line and improvised a saw with that. It takes a long time to get through. You've got to get the pressure right, but improvisation. If you haven't got a saw, okay, or you haven't got an axe or a knife with you, life becomes more difficult. If you're saying to me what tools should you have with you, first thing I'd say to get yourself is a good, as good a quality as you can afford multi-tool. Okay, get yourself a good multi-tool because you've got a knife on there. Look for one with a saw on it. Okay, so you've got a knife, you've got a small wood saw, you've got a pair of pliers, so you can pick hot things up, pick up bail arms and things like that, which I'm forever doing with mine.
If they've got tweezers, that's a bonus as well.
It's a great adaptive piece of kit. So I'd say if you're starting out building your kit, first thing is a good multi-tool, and practice keeping it with you at all times. Okay, get it so it becomes part of you wherever you go. The biggest joke is always with me is people always like, I need a Phillips screwdriver. Mick will have one on his multi-tool. I need a tin opener. Mick will have his multi-tool. Almost at one point in the bike club, it was almost changed my name to Multi-Tool Mick.
Evening, Benny.
But again, start with the multi-tool. Everything else comes with time. Okay. Not in every environment, and there's something coming. There's something coming down the line, guys. Can't say too much at the moment, but there is something coming down the line in the next couple of months where you're going to see some bushcraft survival techniques starting off with very, very minimalist kit. So.
Well, Benny, we're having the same problem you have with your car, but our car is.
Yeah, mine's got a tombstone on it. So again, learn to adapt. If you've not got a knife and you suddenly find yourself out somewhere, you start automatically. My brain starts thinking of
Good evening,
flint,
life's a hobby.
starts thinking of glass. It starts thinking of Coke cans. You know, I literally start thinking, what have I got to cut? What can I improvise to cutting edge with? Okay, so even if it comes down to finding a drinks can, tearing it open, splitting it, and using the edge from that as a cutting tool, an implement, piece of glass, a piece of flint. Again, go back to the primitive skills and techniques and adapt them to today. So, you know, if caveman had cans of Coke floating around, he'd have never picked up a piece of flint in his life because he'd have been walking around with a bit of Coke can curled up in his pocket and using that as a sharp edge. So again, it's just that adaptable mindset and improvising. I tried making a stone axe once. It's
Owen and Sticks and Benny are on.
excellent. Hi Sticks, hi Owen. How you
Benny.
doing, guys? Yeah, I tried improvising an axe or making an axe from stone. It worked better than hitting a piece of wood with another log. It didn't. It was a lot of effort. Yeah, because what I found was if you got a good edge on it, you chipped the edge off too quickly, so you needed a blunter edge for it to last, and yeah, a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yes, that's it. Honing your skills.
Honing
Hey
your
Benny,
skills.
I still reckon that woman was having a crafty wee.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was squatting, mate. She
Yeah.
was.
Benny, she was scenting the woods. It's her woods. She was scent
She was
marking.
trying to scare you off by scent marking.
Bear in mind, it's a spring equinox as well.
Oh yeah.
Could have been Faye.
Ooh.
Yeah. So improvise. Learn, adapt, and overcome. And sometimes your imagination is the best tool you
Good
can
evening,
have.
Martin.
Hi, Martin. How you doing, mate? Cheers, Bucker.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Yeah. So use your imagination. Imagine, how many times you get told as a kid, calm the imagination down. No. Learn to use the imagination. If you look at all the greatest inventors and survivors throughout history, these are all people that could look at a problem and use their imagination to figure out a way around it. Yeah. So sometimes that imagination might lead you down a bit of a weird path. Everybody else with you might be looking at you going, what the hell are you doing? And then all of a sudden you've solved the situation. Designers, engineers, artists, great people to have in survival because they know how to use their imagination. They can picture something. So you go, what are we going to do? They can picture the problem and come up with an idea. Sometimes you have to rein them back a bit, but invariably they will start coming up with ideas.
It's not been bushcraft, but there was a gentleman I watched him. He had two sticks and some string, and he twisted them over, and by slotting sticks in, he made himself a chuckle.
Yeah.
You can also use them for putting your plants in. Really
good. Good old imagination. You got to keep control of the imagination a little bit, but again, it's being able to adapt, and that is the art of survival.
Good evening, Black Hole.
It's not seeing. You can't see everything in black and white.
Gary's asking if his father-in-law's just given him a load of files, chisels, and wood drill bits. Files, you can make a nice knife out of a file.
Files, fantastic for knives.
I've got a nice, I've got a herb cutter downstairs. That was made out of a horse rasp.
Files make brilliant knives. Ideally, you want to anneal the metal before you start working it, which you can do with a household oven. If you don't own a forge, you can do that with an oven at home. So ideally what you want to do is have a chat to the missus, knock the handle off your file. Okay. You want to place it in the oven. You want to get the oven as hot as possible. Okay. You want to literally, it's high setting, put the file in there on a rack, let it run for 2 hours, then shut it off. Okay. Leave the door closed, let it cool down overnight. And that will anneal it. That will take the hardness off the metal.
It smells funny, but
which then means you can then go to it with a grinder. You can work it with a grinder. You can get your profiles, your edging, your shape, and everything else. Okay. Then what you need is really so if you're doing this at home without a forge, right? Gas bottle, the like the little propane gas bottles you can get. Got the screw in top and the canisters. Ideally, you want one of those. Now, with
Like the
that,
catering ones, but a bit more. Yeah.
with that, what you want to do, you want to heat the edge and the first third of the edge back, and you want to take that to really a light orange. When you're heating it, it will go cherry red, then it will go orange, then it'll go to a light orange. Just take it to the light orange along the edge. You won't be able to do the whole thing at the same time, so just work it down. You heat the metal, take it to that color all the way down the edge. Okay, when you've done that, okay, all you want then is a can of oil. Okay, I use canola oil. Some people use engine oil, and just dip it. Okay, just dip it. Simple as that. Now, it's not going to give you the perfect uniform hardness on it, but it will harden it enough up to make a good quality working knife for you. Files are made out of very, very high quality steels. Okay, very, very high quality steels, and a great fun to work with. So homemade knives, drill bits, and that. Never throw away a drill bit. Learn to resharpen them, which you can do, and keep them. You know, drill bits. I've got drawers and drawers and drawers of drill bits. Even when I break one off, I keep them. I replaced a firing pin on a shotgun for somebody called 15 years ago. Firing pin had sheared, and they put the gun into somebody and they gave him a stupid quote for fixing it. He came to me and said, "What can I do?" And I stripped it and had a look. And basically, I ended up making a firing pin out of the top end of a drill bit. Found a drill bit that would fit, perfect diameter, cut it, smoothed it off, ground it, shaped it, and and that's still working in that gun many, many years later and working perfectly. So again, it's that adaptability. See a problem, find an answer. Okay. Sometimes it means thinking outside the box, but see a problem, imagine an answer, deal with it. And one of the greatest guys I've seen for that is my mate Benny over at Benny Bushcraft, who has probably the best cook set on YouTube. Okay. He has created probably the best cooker on YouTube. I think it's absolutely awesome. And that's a guy that can show you. You don't need to go and spend a fortune. You don't need to go and spend loads and loads of money. In actual fact, there's more fun in improvising and producing something for yourself, because you get that pleasure of looking at every time you use it, looking at it and going, "Hey, made that," and that is great fun. Yeah. So yeah, tile lever knives. Yeah. Again, good quality metal. I mean, when I was a nipper, I remember the old man had one of the big, heavy motorized hacksaws. Blades used to be about, I'd say about inch and a bit, sort of like from the cutting edge to the back, and they were probably about a millimeter and a bit thick. And every time he finished with one of the blades on that, he'd put it to one side, and he used to make scrapers for cleaning off head gaskets out of them. He used to make knives for cutting things out of them. He made hook knives and all sorts out of them. For he'd literally look at a job where he maybe needed to get into something on a vehicle or a motor and go, "Need to cut that down. Now, how am I going to get to it?" He'd go and get one of those blades, shape it, grind it all out, put an edge on it, go use it, and then it would go up on a nail on the workshop wall. And there were probably 20 or 30 of these things up there, and every single one of them just had its own little unique job. I remember him making a screwdriver, which was probably about 18 inches, about that long, flat-ended, and it needed to be about 3 millimeters across the head. And he did that on a hacksaw blade just so that he could literally drop this thing right down through this tiny gap and adjust it. I think it was something on an airflow meter or something, but he could just get it in there and do the settings without having to strip everything else off. Hi, Ray. How you doing?
Good evening, Ray. Not so good, Ray. The car is,
Yeah, Ray, I am still here. That's the only.
Yeah. His phone is playing him up. The car is being an arse.
I had one of those weeks. It was
And
literally.
the cooker blew up.
If it could go wrong, it did go wrong. I'll give you a prime example. So on Monday, I was due to go to my mum's on the Isle of Wight. I was going to go down, we'd pay for all the ferry, drive down onto the car ferry, go see my mum. And because I was ill over Christmas and nobody was able to get across to the island, I've got all the family's Christmas presents to take over to my mum. All that's organised. My mum's got all the Christmas presents to come back. Yeah, the car died. As in, the car really died. That's it, done. No more. I am carless. Shanks is my pony.
I love a mobility scooter, and two of us on one don't go.
Yeah. So I turned the gas, went, right, okay, no, use the veterans card, book train. Yeah. 120 litre Bergen with literally every inch of it packed. I mean, this thing wasn't just packed with the top down. The top was as literally sitting above it. It was packed. I put pouches on the side of it so I could put bits and pieces in there. It was loaded. It came in at about 55 pound in weight. Which initially put it on, went, yeah, 55 pound. That's all right. I managed that, no problem. Stand on the scales, yeah, about 55 pound. I manage that. Yeah, you suddenly forget how that weighs on you. And modern trains, I was getting on the train and I couldn't get down between the seats because of the load on my back. So I was literally having sort of hope that the first set of seats as I got on the train were free so I could unhook it, throw it off. Now, I do have some video footage, which I'm going to throw up for you all later next week to give you a giggle. So at one point, I decided on the train, as you do as a man of a certain age, I need a wee. And they keep putting this thing up, do not leave your luggage unattended, say it, report it, blow it up. Yeah. So I thought, I can't leave my bag out here. And I pushed the button, the little door opened to the world's smallest toilet cubicle. And I thought, how am I going to manage this? So I've got my Bergen on my back and I've managed to shuffle in. So I'm stood with literally my legs each side of the toilet bowl with one wall there, having a wee. And at which point I thought to myself, that's really clever of them.
I'm glad you're with us all.
They're playing the sound of running water. That's a great idea. That helps people like me to go. Wonderful. Until I got out and I realised, no, it wasn't. It was my Bergen was pushing against the tap on the opposite wall. So, yeah. But yeah, I haven't got footage of me having a whip. I've just got footage of this.
I know, Tim, it's bad, isn't it? Leaving the old bag.
Hey, mate.
Kiwi, is it? Are you going to go freshwater or is that the sea fishing one?
Yeah.
Sea fishing, sand eels, isn't it?
That's Benny. Yeah. We've all been there, mate. Listen to the parents, Kiwi. Yeah.
Sea fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like bacon, don't they?
Mm.
Sometimes bacon, or you get those little packs of the little sand eels.
Yeah, sand eels, or if you're somewhere it's rocky, find the limpets.
Yeah, you got to really knock the limpet and get them out of their shell, because if you tap them slightly, they'd suck down to the rock, and you ain't going to get them off for no reason.
Timmy, hiya, mate. Yeah, so yeah, Gary, I understand you're feeling there, mate. And you know what? Yeah, get it done at ASAP. That's what killed me in the end. I had a problem with the car, and I kept ignoring it. Kept saying, right, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Spoke to a few people, and they went,
fingers crossed for you, Gary.
It could be okay. It could be okay. Right, and yeah, it wasn't. That happens. It happens. I'm not. It's a machine at the end of the day, isn't it? They do go wrong. They do wear out. Hi, Dog Dad. Hope you're good.
You actually, what was that fish you caught on the beach when we were in Cornwall?
Bass.
Yeah,
sea bass.
got a sea bass, and you've
Yeah.
got him right in the hand because it's like perch. It's got the little
Evening,
spikes
Mac. How you
in the
doing,
top
mate?
of the fin.
Hope you're good.
Evening, Mac.
Yeah, do apologise, Mac. We ain't going to be doing much for a week or two until I can get another motor sorted out, because the old girl is dead. She is going to the Great Land Rover graveyard in the sky. No, she's not. She's going spares and repairs to somebody.
Yeah.
So that's life, isn't it? It's life. What can you do? You just got to take it on the chin. Bear yourself up. Be brave about it. Oh, I could have sobbed.
Hence, Mackie's on the cigars again. He had to go and get himself on because he was not in a good way.
No, I'm not on the whiskey.
No, he's on mead.
I'm on a drop of mead. So yeah, if anybody that doesn't know what mead is, basically it's honey wine. Very, very nice indeed. One of my favourite drinks. Yeah, Timmy's not just a machine.
Every sort of, we've had 109, we've had 110, we've had a Defender, we've had a lightweight, we've had Series 3, 84 inches, 85 inch.
Yeah, we've 88s and 90s, 110s.
Yeah, and we've had the classic Range Rover. That was LPG. That's when it was 49p a litre. Or what are they?
Yeah, there's quite a few places springing up now doing a bit of mead making. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
4x4. I have to excuse that funny noise. The dog's
chasing rabbits in his sleep.
Dog's asleep on the floor.
Yeah, the old Taliban taxi, the Toyota Hilux. Yeah, love them things. Done a lot with them over the years, and those and Toyota Amazons. The Land
love a
Cruisers.
bit of mead.
But it happens. What can you do? It was an old Land Rover. She was 2007. I've had it for 2 years.
Yeah,
it happens. That's the problem with having cars, isn't it? They do eventually pack in.
See, we get to that stage and start getting quite technical.
Yeah.
Where it's not like the old series Land Rovers and that. It's quite, just you could take a part of a Marina and stick it in.
Me and Mac were saying this the other day.
Yeah.
So a lot of years ago, we were buying Land Rovers, old Series 3 Land Rovers, for 500 quid a time, and charging all over in them. And you could fix, make do almost anything on it. And it's quite horrific that in pretty much less than 10 years, the value of an old Series 3 Land Rover, I mean, they're up around £18,000 to £20,000 now, for something that was pretty much at the end of its day. I've seen some really clapped out ones fetching stupid money. But again, it's because they beat all the London rules. So you're not going to get hit with the ULEZ emissions and all the rest of it, because it's a classic vehicle. Plus, it's MOT exempt and tax exempt. So
yeah, there's only one thing about that, Timmy. We were discussing this with Mac.
Yeah.
You can get disability vehicles, but they take about £500 a month off your benefits.
Yeah.
To pay for such. I mean, I wanted to, when my little scooter broke, I looked into the mobility scheme there to get a little boot folding scooter, and they want to take £250 off us a month.
Yeah. So
for the pleasure. So
and I'm not giving them the benefit of having my hard earned. At the end of the day, I've spent a lot of years paying my taxes, and so it's hard luck.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm looking at next, it's Jason. Yeah.
He earlier on he was here, and we heard this like that, and he's fast asleep on the sofa.
What I'm looking at the moment, to be honest with you, my son's got one, and I've spoken to him and a friend of his who's a dealer. In actual fact, he's wishing to say names. He's one of the guys from Auto Alex Taylor.
Put that
who's
down.
A good family friend.
Alaska.
And he's I was telling him what my requirements were, and he said, "You know what?" He said, "Get yourself a Honda CRV." He said, "Damn things are as reliable as sin. They're fairly economical for what they are." He said, "Do you down to the ground? Get one of those." So that's what I'm going to do. And again, Japanese motors. It's one of those things. Japanese motors are just super reliable. Hondas, same with their motorcycles. You know, they put the money into technology and they're bulletproof. So yeah, so got a little Honda CRV coming to the family. I just got to sort a few bits and pieces out and then see what I can find. Toyota 4Runners, yeah. So we didn't get the 4Runner over here. We got the Toyota Surf, which was pretty much the equivalent, and obviously the Hilux. That was the two we got.
Yeah, we had yours Hondas. I can't remember. Yeah, no, yours Yamaha, wasn't it?
Yeah, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, man. Suzuki's, I like my Suzuki's.
Hardware Lasser, could you do a short on your first aid kit?
Yeah, I can do. Alaska. I mean, I've got my main first aid kit there, and I've also got my small personal, what you call your IFAK, which is my everyday carry, which is my go-to. I'll knock up a short for you this week. Not a problem at all.
We had what Toyota did we have? Celica. It was the one that everyone wants.
Celica ST.
Mark 1. We had a Mark 1 Celica ST, Benny.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a nice car. Datsun Laurels, if you like your old Japanese cars, and Cressidas, Toyota Cressidas, the old straight sixes.
I don't mind the Dacia Duster. It's not so much the ground clearance we need. It's something that's can off-road capable for us to go out in.
You're not far wrong there, Derek. I'm wondering about that.
Also, that can tow the little trailer with my big scooter in it, so that if we go to any of these shows, like the country shows and that, I can still zip about.
Yeah, that's the thing, is being able to get you where you need to be, and that was. People have often said to me, "Why do I?"
We had a Datsun 120. No, my brother had a Datsun 120Y Estate.
Yeah,
that was his first car.
Yeah, a lot of people say, "Why do I go for 4x4s?" Well, it's again because that's the way I can get Kaz out into the countryside, out into the places that she likes to see. We can get off the beaten track. We can get onto the byways. I can take her out across Salisbury Plain and places like that with that 4x4 ability. I'm not a hardcore off-roader. Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed having a go at a few events in my time.
Best one was that lightweight.
It's just
that used to chunk around. Jesus, you see these big things with huge wheels on and these big old V8s, and we had a normal little 2.5. Was it
2.5?
Yeah, little FFR lightweight, and we just go chunking up these slopes.
Right. The Dacia Dusters, or Dacia as they call it now.
Yeah.
So I remember when they were from Romania or Yugoslavia originally, and it was pronounced Dacia, way back in the 70s and early 80s. One of the garages the old man worked at, they did them they did like Volkswagen, and had an offshoot where they did importing these little strange cars from Eastern Europe. So I did Skoda Estelle, if anybody remembers those.
But 4x4s we've had.
Chimney's good.
We've had Suzuki's, we've had RAV4, we've had Isuzu Troopers, we've had Isuzu Bighorn, haven't we?
That's
every sort of Lada Nevas.
Yeah,
love it.
Lada Nevas were fun. They were fun. Not a practical car by any fall of the wind, because it was just tiny inside. But bloody hell, it would go, excuse my language, I do apologise, it would go almost anywhere. The Isuzus, loved those, bulletproof, absolute tanks.
And our Cherokee Jeep, we had a Cherokee as well.
Yeah, we've had a couple of Jeeps, which we, again, loved them. But the problem for us over here in the UK was what I really wanted was the 4 litre straight 6, because that is a bomb-proof engine.
Can't afford to run it.
I couldn't afford to run it, and B, couldn't afford to buy one. So we ended up buying the diesel variant, which had the Italian engine in it. It was the I can't remember what it is. It's a marine engine, funnily enough. Originally designed for boats that they put
it's like the Mercedes G-Wagons. Their prices are coming down.
Yeah, that's
a lot now.
Yeah, look at the Mercedes. Man,
yes.
Yes, I've broken a couple of bulletproof Mercedes in the past. But that's another story for another night. Yeah.
It's just something we want. Something like put my little scooter in. We can take Willow with us. We go out on our adventures. We can go off road if we need to go off road, and it'll pull a trailer for us with the.
Yeah, and more importantly, and when I spoke to Taylor and he said, "What are your requirements?" and I went, reliability and economy. Bear in mind, I've got to buy with my budget a fairly old second-hand car. And as he said to me, he said nothing is perfect,
you would say that, Martin.
Yeah, reliance.
Is that with a fur inside?
Electric blue fur. Oh dear, they were the days. Yeah, Martin had. He was really well ahead of the time. You know, he had Reliant with no door handles. You know, it was handleless entry. It was absolutely brilliant. Poke your finger in the hole where the door handle used to be, because it slid down the road on its side a couple of times.
Hey, Michael, we had
Volvos, yeah, tanks.
We had our little lightweight. We'd stopped at the traffic. You took the traffic lights, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Some young lad behind. Was it a Peugeot?
Yeah, little
Peugeot, he wasn't looking at what he was doing, and he hit the back of the Land Rover, moved it slightly forward, and there was a little chip of paint off the military NATO tow hitch, and the front of his car was completely stoved in. The water had gone, the engine had gone.
As you don't know, NATO tow hitch sticks out about that far. It's designed to pull immense loads. It is just a big piece of steel. And this lady wasn't looking, and just about 20 mile an hour into the back of the Land Rover.
I'm going to drive it.
And it destroyed it. Punched through the radiator, did the grille. Both lights went on the bumperettes on the back of the Land Rover.
It was a slight little bit of red paint on the.
He went, my dad's going to go mental. He's only just bought this for me. And I was like, well, son, I says, well, you have car insurance. And he was like, oh, no. He said, what damage have I done to your car? And I looked at it and I said, you've not done it. And I actually felt sorry for him. I did feel sorry for him. I could have sat there and gone, well, I'm going to have to make a claim. Or I didn't. I turned around and said, look, mate, all you've done is scratch a bit of paint on mine. It's written yours off. It's going to teach you.
But did he die?
Yeah, be a bit more aware in future, sunshine. I hope you get it to the side of the road. You better phone your dad up and explain to him what you've done.
Oh, sending all our love, Nikki. I hope you feel better, son, lovey. Oh
no!
Everyone, send your love and healing light to Nikki. She's coughed that much. She's hurt her ribs.
Nikki,
chest infection.
Right, Nikki, that is. I know your pain, sweetheart. That is absolutely horrible. Benny, the only thing I can suggest to you there is
don't laugh.
Don't make her laugh. Be nice. Okay. Yeah. Nikki, I don't know if you like chocolate. It's a good cure if you do. Yeah. Hint, hint, Benny. Gentle massages on the neck. That helps with the pain, relaxation. Foot rubs.
Yeah, Nikki, you're feeling the love. Yeah. Look, all the love coming from the room.
Yeah. Foot rubs, that helps the pain, Benny. Foot rubs.
Yeah. Not for you.
Not for you, for Nikki. Nikki, sending our love and best wishes, sweetheart. And you have all our prayers and sympathy.
These chest infection trouble is they just keep going round and round. Her son had it,
Yeah.
then his wife had it, then his father-in-law had it, and then his wife's got it again. It's
Yeah. Now, there's all sorts of old cures for chest infections, but one of my favourites is honey, lemon, warm water, and just a tiny splash of
one
whatever
of the
spirit,
old ones is you actually rub a raw onion on the base of your foot.
whatever raw spirit you like.
Mm.
So if it's
Yeah,
vodka,
good old
whiskey, whatever,
mead. Yeah, oh, life's always better with mead, Timmy.
yeah, mead cures everything. So yeah, that'll help it. And other than that, sit back. And obviously, if you're on antibiotics, don't take the alcohol. Drop that out. But honey's good. Honey helps give you energy. It's good natural antibiotic.
Couple of blobs of Vic in a hot water in a bowl with hot water.
Yeah.
And cloth over, towel over rather, and breathe the
menthol fumes. Helps to open up the lungs.
Mead with bacon roll.
Ooh,
yeah, now you're cruel. That's on our shopping list for tomorrow, John. We've got no bacon. There's no bread now. Yeah, Galaxy chocolate. That's a good cure.
Yeah, Galaxy chocolate works.
So if somebody went out in his car and
got
us some chocolate,
love works. Love is one of the best things that can cure pain. Right?
Nice hot chocolate.
Yeah. And I'm not talking the
and
wild
brown sauce.
I'm not talking the wild thing, love. I'm just talking.
Yeah, we had enough poor girls in
love. Which I'm sure Benny is quite. I can see Benny as being really romantic. Yeah, I bet he's one of those guys that climbs through the bedroom window with a box of chocolates in his teeth, roses stuck in his rucksack, all blacked up. Yeah, the man with
his pink wig on and his glasses.
yeah.
Is it nettles? So it's good for inflammation.
They are right. So there is research being done in using both nettles and, funny enough, wasp bee stings to deal with pain in arthritic joints and so on. Basically, what it does, it triggers an immunoresponse. Arthritis is basically triggered by your immune system anyhow, and what it's trying to do is use one to cancel out the other.
Want to see you in another video. Want to see you all dressed in black, going through your woods with a box of chocolates, Benny.
Got him sussed. Yeah. I was trying to remember what they. All because the lady loves milk tray. Benny Bushcraft.
You can cure anything with Ferrero Rocher. No flashbang and roll.
Double flashbang in on the line, kick the window open, in with the MP5, blanks going off everywhere.
Not the rad vat. No, she definitely doesn't need the bad wax. Oh dear, it's going downhill again.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. So Nikki, we're sending all our love and prayers. It's
it's not nice.
It is nice, and hopefully you've not laughed too much whilst we've been doing this, because again, we won't want that, because we know how much it'll hurt. Yeah. So Maya says, "Hell yeah, Ferrero." Yeah. That's somebody that knows their chocolates, isn't it?
I got a nice treat. Someone sent me some Ferrero Rocher, didn't they?
Yeah. It wasn't me.
It
wasn't me. I didn't send them to her. Yachts. Sending my wife chocolates. Shaped all charge. Deckled.
Well, they tried running forward for a door, and it's the one that pulls towards you.
I remember making a charge up, putting it on something, and somebody said to me, "Yeah, what we're going to do is make a mouse hole." I said, "It's the biggest bloody mouse I've ever seen." Yaps, you're cool, mate. Don't worry about it. So right, where are we now? Brown sauce.
Yeah, we're brown sauce. We're going to get a few little bits together with that.
Mullen tea. Okay, yeah. it's just that.
I was up. I didn't actually know we didn't wave.
Vadrax, yeah,
Oh,
Vadrax.
good evening, DB.
Hiya, DV. How you doing? Hope you're good. Good. Yeah. So, right, where are we? Where are we? What are we up to now? We are. Where can we go from here? Yeah, I suppose that really takes us into preparation, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
preparation in foraging, in
Night,
knowing
man.
your. No, sweetheart. Take care. Don't let the bed bugs bite. It's not the bed bugs you want to worry about. It's the wolf coming through the window.
Or the sound of the bed.
It's. God. So that's the sort of disturbed childhood I had. You know, that was the sort of thing got shouted in the house where I grew up. It was fairly rural, and it was like, night, don't let the bed bugs bite. It's not the bed bugs you want to worry about, but the wolf coming through the window. Sit there in the bed like that. There's a wolf out there. And then my dad'd say, don't worry about the wolf. He'll kill the chickens before he comes for you. Yeah, good selection.
Yeah, especially your cat, because he doesn't like Mick at all.
Yeah, Benny's cat.
Yeah, Kiwi. Benny's cat freaks when he hears DJ. Yeah. That name? Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, there's something about my voice that freaks him out. Yeah.
Ferrero Rocher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Maltesers. The good old Malteser.
Yeah. I was chatting to the old fella the other day about that.
I will do when I get up, because I'm actually on my phone, Mac. I can't check my messages without coming out of it.
Yeah. The old boy said to me, you know, Mick, you should have got to be careful there, mate. Don't get your Ferrero Rocher mixed up with your Ferrero Rocher rod. One makes sparks, the other definitely doesn't. 9 cats. Excellent.
No,
Benny, no. I'm having all sorts of dramas, mate. It's driving
he's
me
looked back
up
through all the videos, and
it's driving me up the wall, pal. Yeah, it's absolutely driving me up the wall. I've got some stuff I've got to get up to you. I've got to sort out some way of. In fact, I'll tell you what. Give him my landline number. Let's bet.
can do. We'll give him a mo. It doesn't matter.
Benny, what we're going to do, I will, on the latest video you've put up, mate, I will put my...
new one he's put up. You just put up.
Yeah, the one you've just put up, I will put my landline number in the comments section, mate. Give us a bell on that, and we'll run from there. Obviously, once we've done this, or tomorrow, or whenever you want, it's got an answer phone as well. So if I don't answer it, just it's Benny here. Bring me back on, whatever, and we'll get it sorted. We will get it sorted.
That's a good idea. Why don't you, Stixer said, why don't you post a private video? A private video.
Yeah, and invite him into it.
Are they going to use your wax as well?
yeah. I did. I don't know if you remember the movie Dog Soldiers. Yeah. I used to make the recruits watch that before they went out on their first night X.
What we'll do, we'll put it out on his messages. Once you've, Benny, once you've read that number, delete it.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll swap it on a private method.
Yeah. We'll do a private video. That's the best way.
Yeah. Dog Soldiers. You get like 30.
Oh yeah.
30 recruits all sat
I
there.
hope I give you this.
All sat there in the range fucking, what do you call it? Troop shelter.
Yeah.
and troop shelter with the TV rigged up at the end there. And they're all watching Dog Soldiers, and it's getting darker and darker into the evening. You're right, yeah. It's your first time out in the field, lads. Yeah. How many of you have been camping and that before? 1 or 2 hands go up. Any of you here country boys? No hands go up. Oh, this is going to be fun tonight.
We actually watched Top Gun last night, the newer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. It's good.
Yep.
Shit. Do you like it, Timmy? Oh, it's excellent.
Yeah.
Especially that I was gutted they blew the old, they ripped out the old Land Rover. Yeah, Maverick.
Yeah, come on, we both quite enjoyed that. Bit of a trip back to the 80s, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's it was, yeah, Dog Soldiers.
Oh yeah,
I've often
recruit. Yeah,
said to people,
yeah.
you want to see a film for British Army sense of humour? Yes. Written by squaddy, 4 squaddies, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Those sausages, yeah. Because they did that 26 days, 26 hours, and they did 26 days, and now they're releasing 26 years.
Yeah.
So that should be quite.
Yeah, all a bit of fun. All a bit of fun and fantasy.
Yeah.
After all, it's not the werewolves you want to worry about, is it?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't watched it this year yet. Got to do it. It's like at Christmas, you've always got to watch the Muppets Christmas Carol, and you've got to watch Dog Soldiers at least once a year.
Yeah, it's a law. It's a law. Muppets Christmas Carol. Yeah.
Not the rat, not the rat.
I have to sing along to that. My boys every year. It's like, right, it's Christmas Day, Muppets Christmas Carol, and I knew all the words then. It's watching it 3 times a year since it was released.
Yeah.
It's one of that's why I said Dog Soldiers. It's one of those. It's
like the falling black and white Frisian that comes down when they're in the woods.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, definitely good. It's always watch that.
It's always good for getting the old imagination going, and it's something a psychological thing, isn't it? You watch it, you know it's all bollocks. Excuse my language, but it's a movie. It's a made up story. You know that.
But I have got into 110 one night and got on it, and then suddenly thought, yeah, I wonder if there's a werewolf in the booth.
There's somebody behind you. You're behind me, ain't you?
Evening, Tommy.
Evening, Tommy. Yeah, and it's that psychological
Mick's
game.
drinking. He's cracked open that nice bottle
Cheers,
of mead
Tommy.
you got him before.
I'm medicating. I'm self-medicating tonight.
Yes.
And it's.
Oh, Carry On films. Yeah. Carry On Screaming is my all-time favourite.
I tell you, how many young men were introduced to the wonders of women by Carry On movies.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a sexist way.
Especially.
Yeah. How many young men, their first ever time that they went, they're different. Standard Carry On movie.
Our Land Rover's ex.
Yeah, that's it. Shanks' pony for me, Tommy, I'm afraid.
So he's back at he got himself a pack of cigars and he's drinking his mead because
Bit of a stressful week.
We're having a bit of a crack.
There was very, very nearly a Viking funeral out in the road earlier in the week. Very, very nearly. And then I thought, God, I'll get into so much trouble.
Because the farmer who rents a field in that Carry On camping, he was actually part of he was a Great Escape and is it Trojan Horse?
Yeah.
He was on the ones that when they're digging the tunnels, he was getting rid of the dirt.
Yeah, for real. He was a genuine POW. He went. He was one of the ones
Oh,
that
Ralph
obviously
Nesbitt
survived
cracked
the Great Escape, captured, and then moved on to Colditz, and was involved in the was it the wooden horse escape they called it, where they used the vaulting horse.
Yes, Trojan, called it the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Kiwi. It's mad, isn't it? We only found that out because I was watching a thing on YouTube about actors and that have been in war, and yeah, his family didn't even know about it until he died, and they found his medals from Germany.
Yeah,
and
people then came to the funeral and said
his card that he had when he was a prisoner of war for Germany. Yeah.
So it's funny. Many people carry many secrets with them to their grave, but it's
yeah, because our boys all the Carry On films. I mean, they're in their 30s. Chris is 34 now, and Dan's 32, and they're into Carry On films.
Good humour,
yeah,
simple humour, and let's face it, there's a few basic things that there's a few basic things that human beings find funny, right? The same humour will make you laugh today that made Og and his mates fall off their rocks in the cave, okay? And that is slapstick, fart humour, okay? And things that are a bit rude. Okay, I have no doubt there was days in the cave when the whole tribe group was sat there.
I'm terrible.
And Og lifted a cheek and it rattled round the cave, and that was it. They were all falling off their chair, their chairs, their rocks.
Blazing Saddles. Yeah. The campfire scene. Yeah.
That whole thing. Og comes in, stubs his toe, starts leaping about, holding one foot, hops into the fire, hops out, sets fire to his skins, and had a roaring in laughter. Okay, so
people hurt themselves. I'm always watching Fail Army, and that got to hurt. Yeah. But I also I like the hundreds of things caught on CCTVs, etc. You'd never believe.
Yeah. I mean.
Ghost Army, yeah, the rubber tanks.
yeah, I've seen that interview with Christopher Lee. yeah, it's quite good when he turned around and went, "That's not the noise they make when you stab them from behind." And I'm like, huh? Yeah, it's simple humour. It's the simple things that always make us laugh, and we come back to. Yeah. And again, when you watch people hurt themselves, you laugh. That's a nervous relief. That is actually part of your subconscious going, God, I'm glad that wasn't me.
Night, Gary. Nice to speak to you. See you soon.
Gary, take it easy, mate. Have a great week.
Yeah, Jackass. We've watched all the Jackass ones.
Right, guys. It's Easter next week. Easter. Do you want me to go live Easter Sunday? Okay. Just thumbs up, thumbs down, yay or nay.
If he does, does that mean he's live? Got to give me an Easter egg.
Let me know. Do you want the channel to go live on Easter Sunday? Timmy's there. And that's it. If the majority of people want it live next Sunday, we will be live. Yeah. Stephen, take it easy, mate. Have an absolutely awesome week. Yeah, we're going live next Sunday then. Yeah. Not a problem.
Okay then.
Easter Sunday, we will be live as normal. Yes, Schadenfreude. Freud. Yeah, Freud. Yeah. Okay, we will be here. Yeah. We will be here. I just thought I'd check with you guys just to make sure.
Be exciting, especially, yeah.
Exciting.
You had to crack that one, didn't you, Benny?
Yeah, I had to crack that one, Benny. Yeah. How many people are going to be sitting there in front of their computers going, "Oh, I feel queasy now. I really feel queasy." The kids will be charging around having their sugar rush.
Yeah.
Hey!
It makes you, yeah. So our granddaughter's got a Lindt chocolate bunny.
That's it. Lee Michael, exactly that. Some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life, it's those inadvertent accidents.
What were we watching? We were actually watching on YouTube tonight. Was it Extreme Camping or no survival?
Yeah.
Extreme Survival failed, and some of them, oh my goodness!
Yeah, some of those were a little bit like, really?
Yeah.
You did,
See
you
a
did
man
what?
with a bow, obviously just playing with his bow, and then suddenly his Blair come flying at him, and you suddenly see the camera gets
I think he was
knocked
hunting
over.
with his bow.
Yeah.
And from the accent, I think he might have been indigenous, but that old black bear was...
I won't be chocolate for Sunday. Chocolate. Oh, yeah. Like that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's funny pun time.
Yay.
Funny pun time. Aye, what can you do? What can you do? So, yeah. So
You're on the button there. Chocolate buttons.
I'm not saying anything.
No.
There's nothing I can say to that, Cass.
Look, it's just because I'm on Coke. I'm on
Yeah.
too much sugar.
Too much sugar. Yeah. Yeah, it's Easter. Ostra for those of you of the old belief systems. Easter
Dad
for those
joke
of
alert.
new ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have enough of all this dark humour. I'll get on it as well now. Dark humour.
Yeah.
You're milking it.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh.
I can't help it. I'm a chick.
That's right. You're fruit and nut, I tell you. Everybody loves them.
You can't type. Not too hard. Sorry, we're making you laugh again. Oh, right. Oh, God. Change the topic.
Chocolate
Oh,
block.
God. Change the topic.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it a 12.
What does everybody think of the Twix advert with the two bears? The one that has so far been banned in the UK 4 different times. Has everybody seen that advert with the two bears? Yeah, 4 times it's been banned and 4 times they've appealed it and it's come back up. And people find it offensive.
You're choking on your Ovaltine. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's funny advert. I just, I love the snap. Oh, I just love it.
Yeah, but
yeah,
if you think about it, old chocolate adverts, use that woman in the bath with a flake, and that was too risky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the...
If there's anybody with any kids there, stick your fingers in their ears. That flake advert probably caused my first erection when I was 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one with her in the boat with the little shift and all the rest of it. I didn't know what I was seeing, but I liked it.
Yeah, I don't really know many people, families been eaten by bears.
Crumbliest, flakiest chocolate.
This is where all the men in the room put a cushion on their front.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... you wouldn't see an advert like that today, would you? It's nibbling,
yes.
Yeah. And again, see, another bunch of adverts that they get all offended by today,
Yeah, because he said, well, didn't know, was the chocolate one?
Yeah.
M&M, because, yeah. I love licorice.
Yeah.
I love licorice. That's the
sound
problem.
of
You have
the
too much
snap when you
liquid.
bite into
Yeah,
them. Yeah, I do love that Twix advert. Yeah, 4 times it's been banned so far. Every time Twix has appealed it, and it's been
my
allowed to
actual
come back on.
favourite, and they don't do it very often, is the peanut lion bar.
Yeah. Yeah, Snickers, or as we used to call it here, and I will still call it here, a marathon. That is a marathon bar. It's not a Snickers, it's a marathon bar.
We wouldn't call it Chernobyl here. We call it a Punami.
Punami, yeah.
Yeah.
Ride the Punami.
Yeah, some of the shampoo ads can be a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch some of them.
It's funny that they get offended by adverts.
Yeah.
So I used to love the Smash ones with the robots.
The thing is, people can be offended by anything these days, isn't it? It's just like, in actual fact, they're not actually offended at all. It's just that they just want to shout and scream about something.
It was like them rolling around. They put them in their mouth.
I think she probably was, Benny.
Yeah.
She might have been having a little accident.
She was scent marking.
Yeah, she was scent marking. You've been in her woods, in her territory.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you won't come back again.
Maybe she's a werewolf. Female werewolf. She's marking her territory. She's like, young ex-squaddy. Ooh, dog soldiers. Watch it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Some people can be quite prickly about things that the rest of us find
I'm
funny.
so offended by you being offended by me being offended. It's offensive.
It's funny. It really is.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that.
Yeah, it's like Nestle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nestle is one of the biggest food producers in the world, but we always think of Nestle's chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, get over it, Buttercup. Suck it up. Well, yeah, offend with offence, they do. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, some people get so. You can't.
Right.
It's like.
A definition of it for you.
Yeah.
Offend. Offend is the end of the pier that you get to before you get wet. Offence. It goes between two gardens. That's the way I look at it. A twit. It's a male version of a twat. No, that's a twoo, isn't it?
That's a fish.
Yeah.
Yes, it's funny.
Good
So I was
man.
born on Halloween,
Kiwi.
and he goes, "Oh, my wife's a witch." He goes, "You can't say that about her." He said, "Well, she's born on Halloween." People get offended for you when you yourself think it's funny.
They're charging to park. They're charging to park Penafan.
What?
Mate.
Really?
You're joking. Next thing you'll tell me that they're going to be charging for parking opposite Story
Next thing,
Arms.
what they'll do is they'll do exactly the same as they did Stonehenge. They'll put a visitor centre there, and you'd have to pay a silly amount to go up there. What? £7.50.
Fucking hell. I tell you what.
I hope they give you a postcard and a mug of coffee with that.
I tell you what, Stealth, I am taking a big black sack and a shovel with me. I'm taking £7.50's worth of Wales soil with me. If I bought it, I'm keeping it. Yeah, it is going to put a lot of people off. Mind you, that's probably what they're aiming at.
Another thing is, if you put up paid for parking, that's the same as when you go through Glencoe and the Lake District.
Yeah.
People don't want to pay, so they park on the road, on the bends, and cause
that's the
more
way to do it.
grief.
Is it still free parking at Story Arms? Is it? Yeah.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is broken. Ridiculous, isn't it? Every fucking, excuse my language, I do apologise, I meant not to swear tonight, but every turn you take these days there is some council or authority or
It's like
whatever,
RAC.
just
We've been with RAC for years, haven't we?
yeah.
And all of a sudden they put up their roadside recovery by £10 a month. Well, that's a lot. That's nearly a third again, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is when you haven't used them in years.
All right.
Yeah, that's to milk money out, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the other thing, isn't it? Offence. I mean, people get offended by such crap at the end of the day, and yet they're quite happy to promote stuff that is genuinely damaging. It's how many people do I know that have been called Ginge because they're Ginge, or Jock because they're Jock, or Paddy because they're Irish, or Carrot Cruncher because they're Cornish, or Taff because they're Welsh, right? And any time one of those blokes doesn't want to be called that, he just turns around to the group and says, "I'll tell you what, guys, I'd rather not be called Taff, or I'd rather not be called Ginge." All right, and invariably that led to him getting the mick ripped out of him, but people stop calling him it. Yeah, it's just I just don't I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just there's more important things in this world to worry about than labels at the end of the day.
A lot of the places around here that you want to go take your kids out for a walk. Is that Alice Holt?
Yeah.
They charge you so much to park the car, yet they're trying to encourage you to go out in the fresh air, to get out and be mobile, take your kids out, and then they charge you an arm and a leg to go in there. It's
yeah, sticks and stones. Exactly that, mate. Exactly that, mate.
You've got your new hat. You've got a new hat now.
Right. BJ, right, so you're in the States, so I can't really advise there. John can probably
that's what he's
advise better than I can. Yeah. Yeah, so it's got to be a UK one. For those of you in the UK, my favourite surplus store supplier online at the moment is a company called Surplus and Lost. Great company. No issues with their gear, and they've been quick at getting gear to me. Yes, you're right there, Dog Dad. People don't want to engage and actually come to an understanding.
That's it. If that's your nickname and you answer to it,
yeah,
then why should she get offended?
Yeah. Just tell them it's your name.
You should have said your breathing offends me, but I'd put up with it.
I mean, let's face it. For the first 14 years of mine, I thought my name was Get Off It, you little fucker. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think a lot of the army surplus shops are not doing so well or closing, open less days because there's so many of them now. Just found that by doing it through eBay, it's better for
AliExpress
them.
doing 5-day delivery on items. Yeah, it's something I'm looking for a smock at the moment. And I've been sort of scanning around looking at smocks and that. I want a nice, simple, lightweight, windproof smock. Yeah, exactly that. We should offend any of the Christians out there, but yeah. I thought my name was Jesus Christ for years.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, boy. Yeah. Oh, Christ. My dad used to get so upset about things. Anybody ever get anything thrown at them as a kid? Right? By your peers. I remember getting a board rubber in the middle of my forehead.
Yeah, we used to have
forehead.
someone who used to throw ball
Yeah,
rubbers
yeah.
about. They bloody hurt. They're wood.
Yeah, not me for 6.
Last week we had our prizes. Reaver Man won one, and Andy Outdoors won the second prize. I've messaged him. He's not emailed back. If we've not heard from him by next Sunday, then we'll do a redraw
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
And we got a special for next week.
I'll have a look, mate. Kit and Keller, I'll have a look. Go Army. Okay. I shall have a peek. I'm just looking for. I don't. I'm just looking for an olive drab, lightweight, windproof smock. Okay. It's just. I don't necessarily want it to be camouflage. I just want a smock, but I'm sort of looking at the pockets. I was tempted to do what I'd done in the past because I like the Swiss Alpenflage smocks. I used to buy those and then dye them black. So it used to keep a little bit of the camouflage pattern, but it dulled it right down. And I used to love those because you could load them up to the gunnels. Great carrying system.
I was horrified that
No, you don't, Derek.
As you know, I love the Army hot chocolates. But last time I bought them, I bought 100 for 20 quid. And that was the mint hot chocolate. And now they want £30 for, is it 10? 15?
I have, John. Yeah, I know where you're going down that route.
Variously. I'll write it down, John.
Yeah. Cool. Blimey, canings. Yeah. I think I led to my master having the largest right arm in Surrey. I think I used to get caned at least once a week, if not twice a week, to the point where I pretty much became immune to it. And one of the few times my old man ever got involved, I had a PE teacher hit me with a football boot, but he hit me with the studs, and he probably partly from my own fault, but I moved, and what he did was he actually caught me across the side of my thigh, and for a second or two I couldn't stand up. It hurt that bad, and it left an actual imprint of the football boot in my leg that went purple. She ended up swelling up like that, but you could see all the stud marks. They went purple first, and then just everything around it went green. But I hobbled home from that. I literally walked out the school in my PE kit and just walked home, and got home, and the old man was there, and so looked at me, "What are you doing back?" And I just showed him my leg, and he went, "Oh, get in the car." Went up to the school, and I can remember he just literally grabbed me by the scruff of the neck, walked me in. Anyway, show me where he is. So I just walked down to the PE wing. I went, "It was him." And he just walked to my old man, walked up. "You ever hit any kid again, I'll come back and beat the crap out of you. You're a bully." And my old man sparked him. Got my father banned from the school. School wouldn't prosecute. Obvious reasons, they didn't want to get into trouble. And that bloke wasn't allowed near me ever again.
But Benny says he's found a new cook system that he wants to know what you feel about it. It's in his new video. If you let him know, what I'll do is he'll WhatsApp when we've after tonight.
Yeah, Benny, what I'll do, I'll have a look at that, and I will leave you a message.
Hello, Janet. Thank you very much for the link you sent us, and you're a lot better now, aren't you?
Yeah, physically I'm a lot better, Janet. Thank you so very much. Mentally, I'm broken. Everything went wrong this week. Everything. My phone froze. My car died. It just literally. It was one of those weeks. Just literally, Yeah, everything got thrown at me, but we're through it. We're through it. Bad things come in threes.
But did you die?
I didn't die. I'm stomping away from it. In actual fact, quite excited and looking forward to a bit of a change. Are we? Yeah.
Change as good as the rest.
Yes. Yes, change is definitely as good as rest.
Shall I make him wear bunny ears next week?
What, you want me to get into the full swing of Easter?
Bunny
Easter.
ears.
Full swing of Easter, eh?
Dog's still
It's done.
out of it.
Yeah, it's oh, I'll tell you what, I've got to do that. Where did you find that, you little...
Is he crunching up? I thought I heard him crunching something.
Where did you find that little...
That's off a
Come on,
bag, isn't it?
Come on.
Where no? Come
Do you want
on.
to come sit on my lap?
Hey, look, he's coming round.
Good boy. Come on. Come on in.
Yeah, we are.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come and say hello to everybody.
Caught him.
There we go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. You can come say hello to everybody.
Thank you, Janet. So too. Oh, we woke you up.
Yeah. Oh.
Willow met the local little kiddies today. Most are about 2 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah, they loved him. Yeah, Willow, look, it's your peoples.
Yeah, every saying hello to you. Hey? Oh. Do you know,
I'm
he's
sure they
been
wanted to
so
see you.
busy today. So busy. And all those kids, about 15 kids all outside the gate. All right,
They'll
from
go, Willow.
little toddlers to about sort of 10 years old. And they're all, Willow. And he was running around like a mad thing, tail going. Oh, his little fans and friends. Oh, yeah, he was a happy little soul.
Yeah, he's a little Shih Tzu. Yeah,
Oh,
he's so dark, and the lighting in here, it
but is it?
disappears.
And I never thought I was going to be a Shih Tzu man. I've always been a terrier man or a working
He's
terrier.
he's a
Not
terrier.
little tiny terrier. Yeah, he is a terrier. But not little tiny terriers. I was always sort of like the larger breeds, fox terriers, border terriers, and so on. Because I used them in the countryside. As working breeds. So they were ratters and that, vermin control dogs.
He is.
And when Kaz said Shih Tzu, I just thought, it's going to be a lap dog. I tell you what, he's great. Absolutely great. Fearless. Absolutely fearless.
Yeah.
But there's not an ounce of
Yeah, you
aggression
have to
in him.
watch him in the woods because he will blend in.
Yeah, he does blend in. Sticks. Oh, he loves a stick, doesn't he?
Mm.
Does love a stick. Goes off collecting them. But yeah. And companions. You know,
he was chasing bumblebees today, which quite worried us because, yeah, we don't want him doing that.
Yeah. Sort of like seeing him stalking. We've got a little bit of patch of heather that I sort of encouraged years ago. And he was stalking the bumblebees on that. And we're like, no, leave them. You grab one of them, you're going to
And
really
I had
regret
to
it.
quickly look up Google on the internet because he keeps eating the dandelion heads. He just goes on like a little Pac-Man. And I've hardly got any dandelion heads
He's
now.
eating all my foraging, which is getting to be a bit annoying, isn't it, little fellow?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It must be eaten.
That's what it's all
But
about.
then he's a companion.
Yeah. And again, that's the beauty of having a dog, isn't it? A dog is a companion. He's a friend. He's a great little guard dog. He hears a noise at night. He's off like a good one. So I know he's getting in there near this house. And Kaz got me a sticker this week, which is up on me cabinet up there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How far it'll go.
I don't know if we'll get that on there. There we go. Which did make me chuckle.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tribute to Benny's little man. Always a place you missed, yeah. Ticks. Yeah. Boy,
Our borders. We noticed when we were up in Scotland. They
Between
got
the
them.
paws, wasn't it?
Yeah, between their paws, and they went into the sea, and there was no ticks.
Yeah.
They soon buggered off.
Oh, I think the worst place I ever
Yes,
had
it was. It's Bob the Builder, and he goes, "Can you fix it?" He goes, "No, it's FUCKED."
Worst place I ever had a tick was just behind my ear roll. I had one up there, and I hadn't realised it was there because, again, grew up and worked in environments where you were exposed to those. So always, I come back from the woods, I do an overnighter and that. I have a de-ticking session. You'd be surprised how often you pick them up. But I had one behind my ear roll, and I hadn't realised it was there until he got to a fair old size. Then caused a little infection.
Yeah, a couple of people didn't realise that deer are the worst ones for carrying ticks.
Yeah, deer ticks.
And going through long grass is not a good idea.
Yeah, the deer ticks are the ones that spread Lyme's disease, which again you've got to be very, very aware of. So any of you come back from the woods, you have a tick on you, you start to get a red circular rash around it, or red sore area, like a ring developing around that bite, straight to the doctors. Even if you don't get that mark, if you think you've had a tick on you and you start to feel fluey,
go to the doctor.
Straight to the doctors, straight in there. I've had a tick bite, I feel like I've got flu. They'll do the blood test, which takes no time at all. And Lyme's disease is something that if they get it early and get it quickly, can be dealt with. But once it really gets into your system and it's got a hold of you, that's it. You've got it for years, and it is a debilitating illness.
If you got anyone who uses Temu, if you look up tick removers on there, you actually get a set of 3 various sizes for 29p. So that's all, I've got a whole set in my go bag.
Kiwi, basically always be armed with a tick remover. It's the easiest way. The biggest risk to you with ticks. All right, so the feed cycle of a tick, okay, it's quite simple. It's tiny when it's hungry. It gets on, it bites, it latches in. Its teeth are actually curved, so its mouth is circular, so it bites in, gets a grip like that, and then it feeds. Okay, the little bugger, about 24 hours in, he will have had what he wants. So to assist him letting go, he vomits. Right, and anything that he's already had in his digestive tract is mixed with what he's just taken from you, and he's basically injecting back into you. And that's the point where you'll get Lyme disease. If you can get that tick off in the early stages, okay, it's not a problem, but you've got to get the jaws out. A lot of people grab them, pull them, and that can cause you issues. Now, you can use things like any neat spirit, methylated spirit. You can use denatured alcohol. That can make them let go. You've got
to make sure you get the head out.
They breathe through their skin, so you can coat them in Vaseline. That suffocates them. However, it doesn't always make them let go. Hitting them with a cigarette and things like that can make them let go, but it's your best bet. Get a tick remover, and what you have to do is turn that, and it's designed to take the head out. But best will in the world, occasionally you don't.
John says it's a good thing to have a mirror with you in your kit, so you can check. If you haven't got someone with you, you can check yourself. Yeah.
And when I say check yourself, I mean check yourself. Okay. With that, and I don't wish to be indelicate here.
See you later, Benny. Love to Nikki.
You can pick these things up in places where you wouldn't believe. As a medic, the amount of times I've had one behind somebody's scrotum is ridiculous. Because again, it's a damp, dark, warm area where you don't really.
Nothing is swabbing yourself down with tea tree oil.
Yeah,
as another
that'll help to prevent them.
Yeah,
good squirt with an insect repellent. You'll notice on a lot of my videos my trousers, I like trousers with a laced or an elasticated
No,
bottom.
not heard of that one, John.
Yeah, so I tend to. I can't get my leg up that way.
Yeah.
So I tend to have elastics in the bottom of my trousers, so they fit fairly tight around my boots. Okay, I like to wear long woolly socks, and those long woolly socks I give a squirt of insect repellent to, because the wool, it holds it. And obviously, if they climb up on the boot, they hit that and they go, don't like it.
I think
Cause
you cover them in the salt, but don't it.
Leeches, yeah, salt will get them off.
No, Janet was saying about the ticks. About how do you use the salt on them?
Salt doesn't work on ticks, because a tick's a dry body thing. Leeches, if you put salt on a leech, it will let go instantaneously and drop off you. If you've ever put salt on a slug or a snail, has the same effect on a leech.
But she wasn't answering back. She did, because someone had mentioned salt for ticks.
Yeah, that's not. The only thing you can use salt for on a tick is if you're trying to clean a wound. What some people will do, if they've taken the tick off, they'll get a bit of salt on there and they'll just work it like that. The theory behind that is salt is very antiseptic, and because it's granular, you're actually sort of opening
Especially
the skin
and
going to get out.
Himalayan pink salt.
Yeah. So what I tend to do is, without being rude, antiseptic wipe, get yourself a tick remover. They literally are pennies to buy, and they are the best method of doing it, get them off, and then being aware that just because you've got it off doesn't mean you haven't left the teeth or the head in there, and it doesn't mean that he hasn't managed to cause you an infection.
At least you mix salt with a bit of water, the ticks off.
Yeah. Mind you, that's probably because they breathe through their skin. That might be, the saline solution.
Oh right, yeah, we've not heard of that. John was saying is how we heard of this Prince draw out salve, and I said no. So he said he's going to send some over for us.
Okay, don't. Yeah, good. That'd be interesting. Because again, in the UK, so really, because
they've just given warnings out this week that we're heading into the tick season,
and they reckon it's going to be one of the worst.
Yeah, it's going to be a really bad one.
So again, and it's just something to be aware of. It's not. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it frighten you. Okay, just be aware of it and treat. And if you're going out with a buddy, buddy, check one another. Yeah, look out for one another at the end of the day.
I like that. Let's go.
And again, as I've said, just remember, if you're going to check everywhere. I know it sounds indelicate. Sometimes you've got to put your dignity away a little bit. The last thing you want to do is get Lyme's disease. I promise you, it is debilitating. On top of that, just be aware of it. If you come back from the woods and you've suddenly got a bite, because again, another thing that can happen with ticks is they've got on, latched on, you've treated yourself with something, or you've rubbed your clothing and knocked him off.
Perhaps it might be worth you doing a short or video on insects and.
Yeah, I'll do that. What I'll also do, I'll see if I can pick up a tick from somewhere and actually get your footage of a tick, and also show you one doing its nasty things.
Yeah, because that's nothing you've got to think of.
Yeah, Janet, wearing tights, any sort of fabric layer between your skin and them is a problem for them. It makes life hard. They need that skin contact. So again, tights aren't, depending on how sheer and thin they are, it's not 100% protection, but it's protection. Any form of protection is better than no protection.
Stuff.
Permethrin.
Yeah, because even if you have the what my granny's called the bobby socks, the ones that you come up to your knees.
Yeah. And again, good insect repellent, any good insect repellent these days, and you can go for things like lime juice. Me personally, I load up with onions and garlic. It works
does
for me.
A lot of onions and garlic.
Okay. Summer months, I am literally having onions every single day and garlic as often as possible. It's a great deterrent. And even to the fact that if you know you're
Thank
going
you,
out
BJ.
into like a mozzie rich environment, if you can find wild onions and literally rub them on your skin, okay, that
Yeah.
will keep all the insects off of you. But if you eat them and you ingest them, you're then passing it out through the pores in your skin via sweat, and that again is a fantastic insect repellent.
That's what they give, and it's like they give garlic lick to cattle and sheep for that same reason.
Same reason. Garlic. They ingest the garlic, they sweat it out in their skin, and that helps to keep the flies and the insects off them. So again, if you want a natural method, especially if you like a bit of onion and garlic, which I never used to, but the more I used it, the more I developed the taste for it. Absolutely works fantastic.
See you later.
FU crew, take care in Chicago, if I remember correctly.
Wet, cold, and flurry. So.
Yeah.
We never get the white stuff.
We don't get the white stuff.
They keep saying that we're going to have a big, 21 inches, centimetres of snow and all that.
Yeah. So the FU crew, stay strong, my friend. And whatever you want weather-wise, I hope it comes soon. Yeah. So Janet, you like onions and garlic? Load up on them.
Yeah.
Load up on them. It's a great natural repellent.
If you don't like eating, the crunching of garlic, then take the garlic capsules, because that does exactly the same thing. That comes through the skin,
and of course, very good for you as well. Very good for your blood system.
Yeah, I'd love to see some snow. I want to see if my mobility scooter will drift.
I married the big kid. Yeah.
So I've got a habit of going, whee! I'll go really my 8 mile an hour one. Okay, Kiri's got he got something off Avon for as a insect repellent, so he's just going to go into the car and get it.
Yeah, lots of natural ones out there. Lots of natural ones. It's fine what suits you as well. And also, if you're buying any new insect repellent, the same as you do with hair dyes, just do a sample test. Because a lot of these insect repellents have some quite ferocious chemicals in them that can cause an allergic reaction. So you always just do a little area test, see how it works out. If it brings you out in a rash, any swelling, any pain, any discomfort, then discount it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, if you put a garlic wrapped it in foil and dropped it into your campfire, you'd not only get the smell of the garlic, but you'd have the roasted garlic to add to your food.
Nice. So Avon Skin Soft dissolves their bitey bits. Now there's a bit of satisfaction in that, because I've got an image of all these ticks turning up front. I go, yeah.
That's it. It's all about the knowledge. There's so many people have got say, oh, we try this, try that, and so much you load in up in your brain.
It's like the old thing of sitting around a smoky fire, isn't it? Those of you that know smoky fire will keep the insects off you will sit there and put up with that bit of smoke wafting past you, because you know it's keeping the mozzies off. Avocados work. That's interesting. I like a bit of avocado as well.
Yeah.
So BJ uses it on his kiddos.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, this shows you, it doesn't matter what part of the world that they...
knowledge.
Yeah.
It's all sharing the knowledge. Yeah, it's all about sharing knowledge and information. None of us knows it all. And again, it's guys.
It was Avon.
Don't take what I say as gospel. I'm going by what I've learned over the years, and information changes. Okay, so if you do suddenly sit there and I say something one night and you think, Now, you got that completely wrong, Mick. They've changed that, or they've changed the thinking on that. Let me know, okay? Because I would rather be corrected and go, blimey, that's changed then, and realise and change my methods to suit the situation and be giving out the right information. And I'm not saying I wouldn't believe you, but I would then go, it would make me go, oh, I need to recheck that. And I'd go back and check it myself. And the same thing with anything I'm telling any of you. Go and do your research. Don't just sit there and go, oh, Mick says, because if I stick an onion up my bum, it will stop the monkeys biting me.
Who said
I
that?
don't know where that comes from, but I apologise for that. But go do
It's
your
a
research. Just maybe use it as a lead, because
Yeah.
again, it's what works for me, and that's the whole premise of this channel, this chat, is we're all into the same sort of thing. We're all this community, okay, but we're all in different areas, we're all in different parts of the world. So some of us have access to some stuff, some don't.
It's like John's not near water where we are, and
yeah.
Thank you, BJ.
Thank you, BJ.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. I mean, we all have things that we used 20 years ago.
It's a biting. It's when you keep eating the damn things.
You say that. Well, about 10 years ago, an old farmer friend of mine. He's an old. I'm not going to say his name or anything, but he's an old farmer, and he's an old fella. He's been on his farm for donkey's years, and he said, "Oh, I got a problem with the old pests out there." I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm going to go out and Cymag them." Well, I'm of a generation that knows what Cymag is. Cyanide magnesium. Okay. You're not allowed that stuff anymore, because basically what you're doing is you're putting a little pile of powder in the entrance to a warren, putting a drop of water on it, and cyanide gassing everything in the warren. Banned, outlawed, not allowed. It haven't been for many, many years. And this old boy's like, I've got tons of the stuff. It's like, whoa, just stop using it. You're going to have to get hold of the right people to get that taken away as a hazardous thing. That's not dangerous. We've been using it for years. It's like, really?
Yeah.
So sometimes, things at the back of the cupboard. I mean, I'm a bugger for it. I take things out of the cupboard, look at it, and suddenly go, oh, blimey. Should have got rid of that 20 years ago. It rattles now. It used to slosh, So again, you gotta be careful. Yeah. 20 pounds of carbide. Blimey. Oh, carbide. I used to have some fun down the fish pond with that. Yeah. Oh, dear me.
All right.
Used to get.
Perhaps I can go online and find some of the old type.
Used to get the Tate & Lyle, gold syrup tins, sealable lid.
Or you get treacle ones or something.
Yeah, or treacle ones. And what we used to do, we used to 3/4 fill that with carbide. Okay, so it's 3/4 full. There's probably about a pound of carbide in there. Punch a little hole in the top, and then we would sellotape a piece of paper over the hole, and then we chuck it out into the middle of the lake. God, that used to stick a fountain of water a good 20 or 30 feet in the air. Made a hell of a bang. God.
Vinegar is brilliant stuff. There's a lady on one of our local Facebook pages.
Yeah.
She had a shower head, and he said, "What is this stuff coming out of it?" It's just like these look like white mouldy strings coming out of a shower head. No. So I said to her, "Unscrew it and put it into white vinegar, because white vinegar is brilliant for it'll kill off whatever's in there.
Dissolves the calcium."
Yeah, but try when I smell vinegar, all of a sudden you think of fish and chips. Yeah.
Also, Lee's saying, Caroline, the older bottles work better than the
that's why I said I'll look online and see if I can find some of the The older
Yeah,
version of
miner's lamps. Of course it is.
it.
I used to have it for a bicycle lamp. Oh, I had access to carbide because my dad used to restore classic vehicles. They had a couple of customers that had vehicles that still run a carbide lamp or headlamp on them. Obviously, now it's actually illegal to use them by night, but they still want them in their classic cars so that when it's at a show or something at night, they set up the carbide lamps and brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Just yeah, it's quite a reaction.
I got for Mother's Day. I got a beautiful candle. It's called Namaste, and it's got oh God, what's the crystals? I can't think what ones it is now. But it's sage and lavender. Oh, smell.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, so bugs don't like that.
Lee Michael uses vinegar to force patina his knives. Yeah, I use that, and I use hydrochloric acid as well.
The hand grenade. Matt went fishing in France, didn't you, for carp, and you caught sturgeon, and it took everyone's line out all along the bank.
Yeah, fishing with hand grenades. Yeah, any sort of concussive force. Very dangerous, an explosion in water. People underestimate it. The unfortunate thing is it kills everything.
It could be very unfortunate if there was a Second World War leftover bit of army ordnance there.
Yeah. You have to be careful playing with hand grenades. Dangerous things. Yeah, any sort of explosion in water is a way of gaining fish. But again, it kills everything in that water. So you're not just getting the big fish; you're getting the little fish as well.
Just someone's luck to end up blowing up a turtle or something. I'm getting whacked upside the head. How was he killed? By a turtle in the head?
Yeah, we had that recently in the UK. We had a alligator snapping turtle.
Oh yeah,
up in the Lake District.
Someone decided to release a alligator snapping turtle, which we don't get in the UK at all.
And the funny thing is, I didn't think it would. Iodine's fish poison. Yeah. So with potassium permanganate, that'll kill the fish. And I thought, poor alligator snapping turtle wouldn't survive the winter, but it turns out they can survive some very, very harsh conditions. So bury themselves in the mud in the lake and go semi-dormant.
Well, in the UK now we've got wallabies, haven't we? We've got some released beavers, and also they found in Devon, on Bodmin Moor. They found someone reported seeing a beaver, and they haven't released any. In Devon,
which was a bit of a shocker to them because they did their research, and this isn't a released beaver. This is probably one of the few remaining wild British beavers that's been there. They reckon.
But did he die? Yeah,
a small group have been out there for sort of the last 100 years, living quite happily in a very desolate place where they're not bothering anybody. So.
PJ's asking about the shingles.
The shingles are good, mate. The shingles are cured thanks to an antiviral. So yeah, that's all good. They've relaxed. I had a little bit of a worry yesterday because I got a little bit of an itch on my back, which sort of like, oh no, it's not coming back due to stress, is it? But no, I'm on top of it. I'm over that. That's all good.
We've got parakeets in the south.
Owen, take it easy, my brother.
Good night, Owen.
Have fun. Be good. Have a wonderful week.
I heard you on Dee's live.
Yeah, Owen, I managed to keep my mouth shut tonight. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Coffee sounded good.
Kingy loves the beaver. Yeah. It's Karis was watching something today where some bloke was messing about near a beaver pond, and she said, "Oh, angry beaver," and I said, "You can get cream for that."
I meant if his leg went into the. I can't remember.
Dog Dad's going to drop out as well.
Yeah.
In actual fact, looking at the time, what we're 2 hours and 3 minutes. Yeah, guys. Right, I'm going to wind it up now, mate. So what we're going to do, we've got I'll give it 5 minutes so you guys can all say good night to one another.
And we will be here next Sunday. It's Easter Sunday,
Yeah.
and there will be some more
There'll be a giveaway.
a good giveaway.
Yeah, there will be a giveaway. So, guys, have a wonderful week. Okay, love those you do. Forget those you don't. Peace and light be upon you all as normal. Yeah, have your adventures, have your fun. Stay safe. Look after one another. Okay.
Speak to you later,
Yeah.
Mac.
What can I say, Mac? I'll speak to you through the week. I will try and do a video. No, I'll do a couple of shorts this week, guys, and I'll do a video based on first aid kits. And I've done them before, but I'm gonna have to get something up this week. So I'll try and do some sort of video
And we'll
from
get
here.
one about bugs and leeches and
Yes,
the nasties.
I will. Yeah, we will talk. Remind me that can be this week's video.
I'll put that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good night. All have a good week. And stay safe. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. And if you want to know what I'm about to go and do now, I am going to go make a cheese and onion toasty. And
Night, Martin. Take care, my love.
I'm going to catch up with Mr. Balance podcasts. See what he's put up this week.
Yay.
Guys, have fun. Stay safe. Be good. Love one another. Don't let the world get you down. Okay? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Simple as that.
And if you want a good laugh, just put some cling film on the toilet seat.
Yeah. And if you find yourself feeling a little bit low, get on the old tube. Yeah. Go to the fails. Watch somebody having a worse day than you. Always makes you feel better.
Expect extreme adventure ones.
Oh, wonderful. What a wonderful evening.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. You really lifted my week. That's it. The week's ended on a high. Guys, love to you all. This is Mickey and Kaz.
And Willow.
And Willow.
And Mac.
And Mac from Hampshire Outdoors and Survival and the Hampshire Hog Hunters wishing you well. Mickey out.
Good night.